Hello everyone, this is Kayla from SheAttack, and everybody's talking about E3, so I guess it's my turn. Just to warn you, my videos are not going to be all that informative. They're mostly going to be my, impression. My very honest and open, frank opinion of whatever is happening in the world of gaming. So, if you're here for knowledge, I'm not gonna give it to you. I'm just gonna give you what I think. So E3 last year was okay. It was a big console war, right? It was, everybody was all about Xbox One, still a stupid name, and PS4. And poor Wii U, poor Nintendo didn't do so well. But this year they came back with a vengeance. Let's get started. As a little reference to Rose. I don't know. Anyway, so one of the biggest titles that was announced was Assassin's Creed Unity, which I think is a pretty sweet game. A, because it's set in the French Revolution, which I think is a pretty interesting, fun time, but not so much fun for the people involved at the actual historical event. But for us gamers, it's gonna be pretty sweet. And there's multiplayer, and you can play as a chick. What? So cool. We've also got Tomb Raider, which looks pretty sweet, I guess. Stupid title, but it should be great. It did really, really well. I have yet to play it because I have a shitty video card, but I do own it. I just need to actually install a new video card, and then let's see if my PC doesn't blow up. Like that. Borderlands, the prequel. So I'm kind of torn about this because I love the Borderlands franchise. I think the dialogue, the animation, everything just works fantastically. I think in all of the Borderlands games, Borderlands 2 was phenomenal. Prequel, I don't know. Pre-sequel, I'm sorry, it's called the pre-sequel. Sorry. I mean, it's either gonna be really, really good or really, really shitty. But either way, I still think it's a really fun game regardless, so I'm really stoked about that. And you get 4 new classes. What? All those classes were badass already? This is gonna be even better. And nobody gives a shit that Activision announced a new COD, right? Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page. Battlefield Hardline looks good, I suppose. Gameplay looks pretty sweet. But it's made by EA, so I'm just, I don't know what to think yet. I need to get my hands on, like this, right? That's what everybody does when they play COD, right? They just do this, and they totally win. Their KD ratio is just fantastic. Yeah. Everyone's making this big fucking shit about this Destiny game. To be frank with you, I'm not completely sure what the big hype is. I'm just gonna wait until all the people who were playing the beta say their say and see what happens, because to me it doesn't look all that interesting, but that's just me. I don't know. Say what you will about Disney Infinity, but as a Disney and Marvel nerd, I am so excited for Marvel, the Avengers, and especially Spider-Man. Spider-Man's my favorite superhero. I'm super stoked to have them be a part of the Disney Infinity world, and it gives me yet another reason to buy a Wii U. I know that it's available on different platforms, but I think that I'm going to be buying a Wii U anyway, with what we're going to talk about later, which I'm sure you already know what I'm going to say. It looks so good. Dragon Age looks pretty badass. I'm definitely looking forward to that title. So EA, that's probably the only thing I'm looking forward to out of all of the things that you have announced, because the only other things you announced were all of your sports games, which I will forever be an advocate of the fact that I think all sports games are a waste of money. Once you have one version, you don't really need the other one because they don't really change every year. They roster changes. That's about it. I think it's a waste of money. But I have a lot of friends of mine that are avid, like every year they buy a new game, and every year I tell them they're fucking idiots. So Telltale came out and announced that they were going to be doing a Game of Thrones game. And I'm just now getting into Game of Thrones. I know I'm a late comer, late comer, that's what she said. I know I'm late in the game, but it's just a very hardcore show, and it takes a lot out of my heart to watch it. But I am starting to get really into it. I'm on season 2. Regardless, I think Telltale is fantastic in storytelling, and even though they're not very well known for a lot of action in their gameplay, I think it does. I love storytelling when it comes to the games that I play. So I'm really excited because I appreciate the Walking Dead video game series that they've done. But to be honest with you, I fucking hate zombies. So I've watched gameplay, but I have no desire to want to play that game myself personally. So this game I could totally see myself playing. And it's still a pretty hardcore game, but it has no zombies in it. It has the White Walkers, I'm assuming. It probably will. That's about as zombie-ish as it goes. So I think it's gonna be pretty good, because Telltale so far has not really done any wrong. So that's a good one. GTA 5, woo. I don't really care. Kingdom Hearts 3 for this Disney nerd. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good. And if Rapunzel's in it, oh man, I am so dead. Alright, so I'm not gonna go on a huge rant about Nintendo. Everybody knows that Nintendo blew most everyone away, especially compared to last year where they didn't do so well. This year they kind of blew everyone out of the water, so I'm just going to speed through what I thought was pretty great. Alright, ready? And Legend of Zelda, open world, fantastic. I don't know who the main character is. Don't look like Zelda, don't look like Link. Maybe a relative of Zelda because it kind of has the same haircut. Maybe, I don't know. But open world, graphics look amazing, pretty cool stuff. I approve, can't wait for that. Mario Maker, I don't have the fucking patience to make shit. That's why I don't really like Minecraft all that much, because I don't have the patience to build things other than in The Sims. Other than that, I would rather just play through something. Okay, Mario Party 10. I always love the Mario Party games. My brother and I played the first one ever a few days ago, and it was still great fun. Great hoot and holler and a half, just like it was back in the day. So every year just gets better, right? Right. Pokemon games, great. Haven't played them forever, but I did love them as a kid. I'm sure they're just as good, but with a whole bunch of other Pokemon that I'm not aware of in my life. And finally, the thing that I am so excited for, that everyone is so excited for, Super Smash Brothers. It's gonna be amazing. All these new characters to play with. I got no words. Y'all know what's encompassed in it. I'm just excited. For that reason alone is one of the reasons I'm considering buying a Wii U, which I never thought I would say, but there it is. There it is, okay? Moving on. Nintendo, great job. Good job. We're moving on, because otherwise I would sit here just talking about Nintendo. And there are a bunch of other games from other companies, so I gotta keep going. Naughty Dog, good. Hi Nathan Drake, you are a hot character that I can play, I suppose. Thanks for coming back. Tom Clancy things are getting a lot of great reviews. Another FPS. FPS used to be a really sacred genre, and it is now blown up into a bunch of things that all claim to be very different, but in my eyes tend to be very alike. So I've steered away from it. I do play them every once in a while, but I just prefer other games. But I'm sure that I'm sure that the Tom Clancy games are gonna be great. So Sunset Overdrive. This is what I'm talking about. FPS being different. It is not set in a battle, in a war. No. This is different. This is intriguing. This I cannot wait for. And I'm really shocked that it came from Microsoft, because I do not care for Microsoft for the most part, especially when they put their foot in their mouths last year and fucked everything up with coming out with Xbox One, okay? But this looks promising. So it'll be interesting. I can't wait for it. It looks like a really great title. It looks very, very different from other FPS games, and there's other aspects of it. I heard it compared to like, you know, the whole Tony Hawk games, like skateboarding and all that jazz, which I always sucked at, but it was still a lot of fun to play. So this one I'm stoked for. Oh my gosh, Sims 4. I don't care what people say. Everybody loves the Sims games. Whether they're going to admit it or not to people, everybody loves it. Who the fuck would not like to make up a version of themselves that is not really them in real life and kind of live out a life that they wish they could have? Or a thing like, you know, you just want to make a character who's a slut who just sleeps all around the town. I actually did that once. I made a tune on Sims 4, or I'm sorry, on Sims 2, in Sims 2. And I intended for her to be a romantic, which is the ones that kind of sleep around the town. And I found myself hating to do that because I'm such a Hufflepuff. So that is it. Those are my main thoughts on all of the E3 announcements when it comes to video game title specifics. Again, my name is Kayla. I'm here at SheAttack TV. I'm so excited to be a part of this team. Thank you to the SheAttack staff for having me, and I can't wait to make more videos with you guys. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Toodles!